me. Hi, I'm Mike. I wanted to make this video real quick to kind of show how Sean Bonnette of AJJ, or Jackson Jihad, tends to play his guitar, because his technique it looks complicated and a little hard, but if you give it some practice, some time, it's actually pretty easy. So yeah, without further ado, the first thing you'll need is obviously, boom, your guitar. I already have mine in tune. Another thing you could use, if you prefer, is one of these thumb picks here. I see him using it a lot. But starting out, I would suggest not, because the whole idea is you want to start to desensitize your fingertips and your thumb and whatnot to strumming along. Because a lot of us, up until this point, we just used picks the entire time. But now we're going pickless. So, yeah, what he tends to do is this like folk bluegrass kind of deal. It sounds like this. So what's going on right there is he's taking his thumb and he's strumming down with his thumb, and with his index finger and his middle finger, he's pulling back up on these strings. And when he's giving it that sharper strum, that kind of percussion deal, he's taking his index finger and his middle finger, he's placing it on his thumb, right? And he's strumming down like that. So what I'd suggest is starting out, you're just practicing that. Give that a whirl for like 20 minutes a day for a couple of weeks, and that's going to help you know, desensitize your fingers and kind of give you that feeling of what it's like to use just your hand and whatnot. And a lot of it comes down, it's like wrist control and whatnot. Obviously you do that a lot with picking and whatnot, but you'll notice that it'll feel kind of different when you start out doing this. Another thing I'd suggest is have a little bit longer fingernails. I have my fingernails pretty long because I wanted that real sharp sound, but coming back up on the strings, your fingernails can kind of catch on that, and it's a little bit painful. So I wouldn't suggest having them too long, just a little long. I also bite my nails a lot, so they're never really, you know, extremely long. But anyways, another thing you do to practice it is to find your favorite song. It's or like a real simple song that has simple chords, and just get rid of the pick entirely and just start playing it with just your hand and whatnot. And that will also help you start to gauge what it feels like to not use a pick and just to use your hand. You'll kind of understand where like the harder strums need to be in there, the softer, where you need to pull up and whatnot. So just find a song, simple. Talk in every telephone, get eaten off the web. Okay, and just practice that until you start feeling really comfortable without using the pick. Because, like I said, for the first couple of weeks you're going to be doing this, your fingers are going to be kind of sore. But if you want to start hopping into some AJJ, my suggestion is starting out with Love Will Fuck Us Up, because it's a really easy strumming pattern. And simple chords, and you'll find that the strumming pattern he uses a lot in a lot of his other songs. So it sounds a little like this. Starts out with G. You and me go together like carrots and peas. We should be a happy family, or travel and travel. Okay, so yeah, it's a really simple strumming pattern, starting out there. And if you just practice this for like 20 minutes a day, 3-4 times a week, doesn't take much. Once you get comfortable, you can kind of speed it up. And all of a sudden, you're playing another one of his songs. Earnesty and clarity, those wonderful mentalities of decent positivity are all that we can strive. So yeah, basically what's going on here is it's kind of just the speed of like the strumming pattern and whatnot. So you start out really slow with one of his songs, and you understand what it's supposed to sound like. So like I said, starting out with that level fuck us up is the exact same strumming pattern as Sense and Sensibility, which is just much faster. Something that takes a little bit of time getting used to is, you know, when you're going at that kind of speed, you're not really looking for accuracy, you know what I mean? But you're definitely strumming a lot with these two fingers here. So it takes a little bit of getting used to of kind of slapping those strings and pulling back up, and you're just going up and down like this. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much like the ground basics to how he plays most of his songs, you know what I mean? You know, you can take, I don't know, some of his other fast-paced songs. You just kind of speed it up. Right? Until you get comfortable with just how you're supposed to be strumming, so. So yeah, those are my basic suggestions and whatnot if you want to start kind of playing a little faster at the speed, because it's not very hard. It's just like any other guitar technique and whatnot, you just got to start out slow and then kind of build up and into it. And I definitely, when I started playing, were kind of, you know, without the pick and these weird strumming patterns and whatnot, it was definitely really hard. My forearm burnt. But if you give it enough time and practice, like I said, you'll be able to master it in time. So, good luck!